Hey guys, Albe here. One of you asked, why don't you take the Scrambler off-road? So here I am in my local area. We're gonna do some local stuff, maybe a jump or two over there, and then we're gonna take it to a trail over there. See how it goes. Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go. Yeehaw! Wow. Not bad. There's a tight turn ahead. Yeah, and that's how you turn tight. Definitely a lot of fun. Here we go. Let's find a descent with a good escape way, because anything goes wrong on this thing, we're going straight. There we go. Yeah. You can probably hear the front suspension complaining heavily about it. I'm gonna do the same trail I do with the F800 GS. This is a fairly simple trail with the GS. There's not that much effort to put into it, and let's see if the Scrambler can do it just as well. So far so good. One of the differences you can notice right off the bat is the suspension. It's obviously quite harder than the F800 GS, and the throttle really needs to be feathered in. I can't like on the GS open it up. I really need to be careful, because the engine has a little bit more torque, and the tires have a little bit less grip, which, yeah, that brings me to the tires. They do have less grip than the F800 GS, but so far they've been working pretty good. Now, one thing that'll make you notice it is doable, because I'm doing it right now. One thing that make you realize that this is not quite a bike to go off-road with is the fact that to get to disengage the ABS, you gotta go in the menu, and you gotta find the ABS and do all sorts of maneuvers to make it work. There we go. And obviously there is not that much cushion like there is on the GS. But it doesn't have to be great at it, it just needs to be able to do it. And so far it's doing a better job than I thought it would. Mind you, this is just a little bit harder than a fire road. One thing that came clear very, very quickly is the ground. Whoa! Is the ground clearance. The ground clearance. There is very little, and if you go in through a ditch, kind of sideways, your feet are bound to touch the ground fairly quick. Yep. Oh man, the rear tire slide. Whoa, pretty good. As you guys can see from my heart breathing, even if this bike is lighter than the GS, I'm actually having to use a lot more on my body to make it go where I want it to go. Other than that, whoa. I'm not gonna be able to take that goat trail over there, especially in this thing, but I can probably go there and go that way. And whoa. Another thing I just found out is the steering angle. I didn't realize how small or how wide the bike steers, so there is not much steering angle going on. But other than that, go up this way. Other than that, the bike is capable. It might not be the greatest off-road bike of all times, but it's definitely good enough to have some fun on it. And it's easy to maneuver, so that's definitely a plus. The steering angle might actually turn into a problem if you're trying to do something tight. But on the other hand, because the bike is so low, it actually tends to be, oh snap, whoa, it tends to be fairly stable, therefore it's easier to get the rear tire to do something like this. And there you go, you just did a 180, but I want to go that way, so let's go that way. Yeah. Now, because the knob is on those MT60 are not that great, you're gonna be sliding quite a bit when you brake. It will be slowing down very little. But as long as you're prepared for it, that shouldn't be too big of a deal. The front tire, on the other hand, yeah, very, very light on the front brake. Let's go up. Oh yeah. Come on. Yay. Oh. I guess I just bottomed out the front suspension. And the engine guard did its job, because I heard a giant knock. I wonder if it dented. I'll check it out later. Oh. Now the bars are quite low, so to properly take this off-road, you might gonna need some bar risers, because otherwise it feels way better to just sit down compared to standing up. But there are some parts where I gotta move around the body, so I gotta stand up. Yep, like this. Directional control, it's okay. The front tire is not very confidence inspiring, but I guess you gotta slide the rear tire to make it work properly. And if the road is not too rocky, it's not a bad ride. You're better off using the engine braking rather than the actual brakes. I mean, let's face it. With a set of knobbies, you can take pretty much anything off-road. even a Honda CBR 600 if you want to. I guess this one gives you just a little bit more latitude, because the suspensions are a little taller, a little plushier than a Honda could be. But all in all, it's a lot of fun. Whoa. So I went to this little trail back and forth, and thumbs up, the bike can definitely do it. I'm way more tired than if I was on my F800 GS, even if the F800 is definitely heavier. But this one, but you know what, if you have a Scrambler, definitely take it off-road, because it's fun. It's pretty good fun. Other than that, if you guys like the video, like. If you love the video, subscribe. If you don't love the video, subscribe anyway. Let me know what you don't love about the video. Dirt on. And I'll see you next time with the Scrambler Project. Probably installing something more.